Hi there. In this section, we'll be exploring how to style with React components. We'll make an example app, which is sort of like Instagram, and we'll just build out parts of the app to explore how to design with React Native. So to get an idea, let's look at a mock-up of the app that we'll be building. So as you can see, we're not building out exactly all the features of Instagram, just parts of it. For example, we have the thumbnail and the username section, we have the photo section, we have a like button or the love heart button, and we have the caption section. But we don't have any comment section as you would see in Instagram or other icons that you would see beside the heart icon. So the main purpose of this exercise is to understand how an app like Instagram is built, like how the section, as in how the design part of the Instagram is built. And if you can master this, then you can definitely master all the other kinds of mobile apps that you would build later on. So as you can see, the section from the username till the caption is a repetitive section. It is a scrollable view, so that part is repeated, and then it gives out a newsfeed sort of layout for the app. First thing that we'll start designing with is the first thing that you see in the screen, and that is the topmost part, which is the header section. So we'll first design the header, and then we'll start building our parts of the repetitive section, which is the image section. And then we'll later on we'll start putting up dummy data and then fill out the whole scrollable view. So let's jump right into the coding. First, we'll generate boilerplate for this, create React Native app, Instagram. After the boilerplate is generated, let's move into the directory, Instagram, and just run it in our simulator. We'll also open the app in our editor. So we have Instagram and it's opened. Right. So again, we have a boilerplate application generated. Let's just structure this out. So the typical structure of a React Native app is that you will have a source folder where you'll keep all your components and all your files in. So let's create a source folder. And inside that, we'll create another folder called components. In this folder, we'll have all our components that we'll be using throughout the app. And in this app.js file, we'll be rendering all the components. Now let's create a new file called header. As I said before in our mockup, we will be creating the header section first, which reads photos. I want to generate a boilerplate using the shortcut R and C, and you press tab after you type out R and C. And then what I want to do is I just want to export whatever is in this file and show it through and call it in the app.js and then render out in the simulator. So let's just write header as a component name, and this can stay as it is. Now what we'll do is we will be importing this in our app.js. So import header from dot/source/components/header. This is a standalone component that we are importing. This is just one component because as you can see in the header.js, we're just exporting this component only. So we don't need to have the curly brace. The curly brace is used to indicate if a file has multiple components in it. So since we have just one component exported from this file, so we don't need that curly brace around that header. Now, the next thing we'll do is we'll just call this header and see if it renders in the screen. Yep, it does. Text and component was the text in our header.